Hey y'all, it's me, Ren, back again for another adventure. It's, as far as I know, it's Monster Monday. Sure, it might be Tuesday or some other day, but it's Monster Monday because we're playing Monster Prom. I gotta put all my drawing stuff away. I left it out. Get settled in there. Okay, so we're still playing Blue, aka Vicky, aka Blurn, because we are still working on getting all of their Polaroids. Well, no, not all of them. We've got one Polaroid. We dated Miranda. So now we just have to date the other 5 successfully. So we're going to go ahead and give that a try, and we'll see where we go. Oh, look at this fella. What's in his hair? Is that like a shrimp? What is that in his hair? Their hair? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We'll run into them at some point, and then we'll be able to tell. But for right now, we're going to play a game, and it's going to be a 1-player game, and we're going to do first term still and short game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who are we? We're Blurn today. Today we're they. Nope, not Blue. We're doing Blurn. 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 I like it. It works. All right, here we go. Doo-doo. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left. And as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, 400 and something, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? Who indeed? Oh, hey there, Semke, how you doing? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. You're like way ahead of prom this time. You get to watch the whole game. That's exciting. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Oh, there we go. All right, democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society? Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo wins. We create a reality show called America's Next Top President, where the candidates compete in all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase, and we would turn a profit on it. You put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, then it's obvious. The bear should be our president. You I'm feeling pretty Damien today. Let's be bold. Let's potentially end up with a grizzly bear as president. Yeah, it's so bold. I knew it. Well, these guys. You get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on two cool guys walking away from rad explosions, and they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a fuck about the explosions. They reflect on life and love, but it's super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions. The most influential Russian novelists of the 19th century have gone nuts. They don't remember anything about last night, and now they can't find the manuscript of the Brothers Karamazov, and Dostoevsky has to deliver it today. They lost the baby. Okay. Something about superheroes, but with a love triangle between a beautiful yet somewhat relatable girl. Maybe she's always stating she's a mess. And two of the super hot superheroes, which are also like vampires or pirates or both. Instant hit. Let's go ahead and do the superhero one, just so we've got a little padding of the monies, just in case. It's good to have a little extra cash. All right, if I were an ice cream, which flavor would I be? Rainbows and gummy bears, success, double crème de la Gruyère and meringues, meat, tequila and Coke, spicy chocolate. No, chocolate on fire. Yeah, we're gonna do that. There's this thing where people were like taking snow and burning it and saying that proved that snow wasn't real. And I never... Oh, have I seen the baby? I saw a baby. Yes, I did. I got to meet the baby. I think that's the baby you're talking about. It's the robot's baby. The robot's tiny robot friend. Yes. And it was delightful. And I didn't get spit up on or pooped on or anything. Which really, with any kind of small creature is definitely a possibility. If you can have them in their arms, they can get their fluids all over you. As a rule. Where am I going? What am I doing? Let's see. My creativity and my charm are kind of bleh. Those aren't big for Damien, but, we'll see. Let's at least get our charm above 5. It's always a good idea. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. Yep, always a bonus when you don't get the fluid on you from the tinies. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Oddly enough, you notice Damien and Vera having some kind of business meeting. At least they're both sitting holding manila folders. You move closer to see what's up. Now, Damien, it seems we both agree that Gwilliam the Incubus is a piece of sentient garbage who deserves harm. True. I believe that together we could make Gwilliam very unhappy. I've prepared an action plan for a potential merger. Have a look. Vera opens her folder to reveal intricate charts with titles like Derision Coefficient and Maximizing Humiliation Dividends. I brought a folder too. Damien opens his folder. There's a piece of paper that says punching on it. I admire your simplistic approach, but I think we need a plan that utilizes both our strengths. Damien nods and turns over his piece of paper. On the other side, it says, punching hard. These two are never going to come to an agreement unless you step in and mediate. So you tell them your idea. Use this convenient list I bought that shows all his greatest fears in order of severity. While he's sleeping, replace all his organs with live possums. Oh, we're definitely doing that. Live possums are way better than organs. Come on. Yeah, so fun. Hot damn, why didn't I think of that? I mean, I've replaced people's organs with dead possums a bunch of times. But live possums?
That's so much more fucked up.
It is rather vicious.
But wait, fucking wait a second. What if I also replace the possum's organs with other live possums?
Well, then the first possums won't be live anymore, Damien. You'll have live possums inside of dead possums. You leave Damien to go down this rabbit hole or possum hole on his own. The important thing is he's happy. You gain 2 boldness and 1 charm. Yeah, we made him happy. And he talked about punching, so maybe we'll get Punch the Sun. Y'all don't know about that yet, but I do, because I played this game a ton before I started playing it in front of y'all. That's why sometimes I'm really surprised when I run into something I haven't seen before, because how? Well, I mean, I never did unlock all the scenes in my old games. All right, we're gonna go talk to the wolf pack. What are we eating today? This is like a salad? What's this little box? I can't tell. Maybe it's like a slab of meat or something, or maybe it's a little box of microwave curry or something. Oh, maybe it's a delicious bowl of beef jerky, I guess. You're about to dig into a delicious beef bowl. Nope. A delicious bowl of beef jerky when you see the wolf pack across the table panting at you.
Yo, dog, can we have some of that beefy J you got there? We love meats that have been jerked. Come on, we'll totally trade you anything from our lunch. You can have this dead ferret, or this half-chewed telephone receiver. Or, while one of them is talking, the others just straight up eat your beef jerky. You hit their noses with a newspaper, but it's too late. Whoops. Guess we gotta trade after all, huh? Which of our foods do you want, dog?
How about this black plastic bottle labeled "Seriously, don't drink this, it's poison"? Nothing. Give me my beef jerky back now. Oh gosh, so this would be more fun. This would be more boldness. Let's go ahead and have fun. I mean, our boldness is pretty good. We'll go to the bathroom after this and make sure it's above 10. It's important to plan your bathroom trips.
Oh, is that what it says? We found it in a garbage bin with a skull and crossbones on it. Bones are good to eat, so we took it. But if that's the only thing you want, I guess you could have it.
You don't give them a chance to change their minds. You reach across the table, snatch, and chug. On the TV news that night, you learned that after drinking the elixir, you went on a bit of a rampage. Specifically, you declared the cafeteria a sovereign state and abolished all laws except for party forever. All laws. Abolish all laws. Your government was soon overthrown by the National Guard, but you've been nominated for the Nobel Prize for Partying. You gain 4 fun. Nobel Prize for Partying. Dinga. Okay, where are we at? Where are we going? We said we were going to go to the bathroom. But the bathroom's a shop, so we're going to go to the auditorium. We'll get our creativity up, and then we'll go to the bathroom. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. Later, you see Damien and Miranda chatting, and being a nosy little bitch, you decide to insert yourself into the conversation. Alright, so I'm gonna switch her up. I'm gonna make her Southern and the Coven British, because I think that fits better, and then she can be from the lost city of Atlanta, like in Futurama, and I like referencing that, so. I look forward to this adventure, so is there anything more wonderful than getting insight into the lives of commoners?
You better not pull that shit the whole time. My dads are lords of hell, too, you know. Technically, I'm royalty, too.
Are you, though? Damien rolls his eyes and turns to you. Mrs. Panthera paired us up.
Mrs. Panthera paired us up for our hands-on homework assignment. Going on an adventure. Apparently, I have some anger issues and a thirst for violence that I should be channeling into something productive. Like a thirst for violence isn't productive in and of itself.
Well, I mean, a thirst for violence versus actually doing violence is different. So doing violence would be productive or destructive, I guess is really the point your teacher's probably coming to. And I'm supposed to work on being more independent, which is so strange since I told my ladies and gentlemen in waiting to fix that for me last week. I wonder what sort of adventure might give us the wonderful experience we need to fix our perceived but obviously non-existent flaws. Go on a deep-sea quest to steal beautiful pearls from a scary kraken. Journey to a volcano to have a hot time at a fire method strip club. Yeah, we're gonna go to the strip club. Yeah, it's so fun. Fuck yeah, volcano hooker. Hey, a strip club is not the same. Listen, you can be an exotic dancer and not also be a prostitute, okay, Damien? But I mean, you've probably been there before, so you would know. I cannot pretend to condone sex work, but that's what will make it so fun. I'll get to feel so morally superior and holier than thou's. Yeah. Listen, sex work is valid. It should be safe, sane, and consensual.
Yeah, and I can ignore you feeling morally superior in order to stare at naked fire methods. And that'll make you independent.
Yes, and you'll curtail your passion for violence because it'll be redirected into your passion for romancing fire methods.
Romancing, right?
Surely you wish to see them naked so you'll know who is most marriageable and whom to court.
Yes.
And with that, they're off to find a properly seedy volcano. You gain 2 fun and 1 creativity. It makes me think we're gonna get our own volcano. Oh, ha ha ha, I'll allow that. You're allowed to say hookers in my chat. Yeah. We're gonna get our own volcano with blackjack and hookers. Yep, there, I allowed it. I allowed it. Haha, auto mod. TTT. Yeah, I'll have to, one day when I'm popular enough to have a mod, they'll handle it. But until then, the computers do it, and they're doing the best they can. They're doing their best. They don't know. All right, what am I doing here? Oh, and with that, they're off to, oh, I already found a properly, oh, I remember what I was gonna say. So this makes me think of the Hunchback of Notre Dame by Disney, because Frollo, the priest in that, he like gets super horny for the dancing flame ladies, and it's really distressing, and I don't understand how Disney let that slide. Like, it was rough for a variety. I mean, Hunchback of Notre Dame was a rough one anyway, because they really made it cutesy, but it's still about an evil priest who's like causing deaths and assaults and stuff. So, you know, Disney movies, where they're so fun and creative. Freaking Frollo, scariest Disney villain in my opinion, because he's the one that's most realistic. He could actually be here in the world. Okay, I'm all like hepped up. Okay. Oh, we still need to go to the bathroom. Let's go to the bathroom. All right, that day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Just getting high on electricity. Yeah, bzzz. Bzzz. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. You're chilling in the bathroom with Damien and Miranda. Thank the gods for co-ed bathrooms. Everything's going great, and you're obviously very cool until you hear some noises. Oh snap, it's Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor.
Damn, we're done. If I get caught skipping class again, they're gonna feed me to the school's dragon. Or even worse, they'll make me come in on a Saturday.
Ah, this is bad. I didn't bring my champion who would fight to the death to defend my honor. What can we do? It seems they're both waiting for you to do something, but how do you scare a werebear? No time to think. You bust out of the stall and make yourself as big as possible. It's showtime. Play dead until he goes away. He's a werebear janitor. I feel like making myself as big as possible is probably the way to go. Oh yeah, the Hunchback of Notre Dame being so tied in with religion and that being Disney getting into that and just kind of crossing a line they don't normally cross. But I don't know, they've done some questionable ones. I wasn't too pleased with Pocahontas. I mean, it was neat when I was a kid, but looking back, you just see a lot of problematic stuff. And, you know, it just perpetuates the mythology that we've made about America. But yeah, Hunchback was rough. It's one of the ones where I don't really remember any of the songs from it because they, almost all of them, made me feel kind of uncomfortable in one way or another. All right, I'm making myself as big as possible. I'm so bold. You puff out your cheeks, stuff a bunch of toilet paper in your shirt, and wave your arms in the air. Hold up the hem of my trench coat over top of me. Crazy Martin has no idea what the hell is happening. He thinks he's having a flashback to Nam. As Martin flees the bathroom, Damien puts a hand on your shoulder. That was stupid as hell, but you sure scared him to death. Stupidity plus bravery is my favorite mix. You're rad. That's nice, Damien. Thank you. And I know, in addition to Pocahontas, I know Mulan ruffled a lot of, I don't know, saying ruffled feathers kind of makes it sound like the people being ruffled are overreacting. So I guess it, you know, Mulan, I mean, when you're doing a character from history that is really important to a sector of the population, it's just so touchy. It's just so hard. All right. But yes, that was superb. For a moment, you scared me too. So convincing. You're my knight in shining armor. Well, that's the second time that she's called me that. Defeating a werebear with nothing more than a toilet paper? That's something to remember. You gained 2 boldness and 1 creativity. Did I accidentally flirt with Miranda? Did I? I didn't think we were locked. Dun. Okay, so we could beef up, or we could make sure that we're on Damien. Let's make sure that we are connected to Damien. Oh, I wonder if it's salmon. And if these are like sweet potato fries. There's a little bit of salad, a little piece of pink meat, maybe salmon or chicken, and then maybe sweet potato fries. That looks pretty. I'm not big on sweet potato. There's a shift in texture that they have, and then the sweetness doesn't go with it. Nope. As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. Oh yeah, so in the lunches, because I've just been doing the point pumping lunches. But there's this whole thing where Miranda and her family are all obsessed with silverware, a la the what is it, Dinglehoofer? Or the fork that Ariel has. So that's another Disney reference. I mean, this game is full of references. It's just made by people similar to me with similar humor and similar experiences. And so I get most of these references, and they're fabulous. Down for sweet potato. Yeah, it's not a potato flavor or texture. I haven't ever had yams to be able to compare them to sweet potatoes, but I've been watching a lot of like little sciencey things about how they're not the same plant, but they're kind of the same plant. No, they're not even kind of. They're easily conflated with one another. All right. So this is the one for killing people, right? What? Good heavens, no. This is the butter dagger. It would be unseemly to use it on meat. So what then? Am I supposed to use this scrawny-looking knife to kill a dude? No. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk court, after all. That tiny thing?
I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age.
That's usually how it's done in my kingdom, yes. That or poison. Poisson. Ha ha ha.
This is ridiculous. Yo, you there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? Don't say the fish knife.
The fish knife.
A spoon. What? You need blades to kill people?
Ah, see, even that's a reference back to the Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner. And the best not British accent ever. Where the Sheriff of Nottingham is gonna cut Robin's heart out with a spoon. Why spoon, cousin? Alright, anyway.
Holy shit! This is so much more metal! Why didn't I think of that?
That's right, Damien. I'm metal.
I guess when the only tool you have is a knife, every problem looks like a problem you should stab with a knife. Thank you for opening my eyes to the world of silverware-related murder.
It's not one of the good Robin Hoods. The only reason I watched it as much as I did is because it was during my period of having a crush on Christian Slater. And he played Will... Gosh, my brain is just screaming Good Will Hunting at me, and that's not it. That's Good Will Hunting is not from Robin Hood. Will something... Will... I don't know. He's another archer and a little thiefy guy, I think. But anyway, I had a huge crush on Christian Slater around that time. And so I watched Robin Hood a lot. And plus my parents liked it. They were big into Kevin Costner. That was around the time he was doing Tatanka, Dances with Wolves, and it was before Waterworld, so he hadn't crashed yet. Jumped the shark in Waterworld. Will Scarlet, that's right. Will Scarlet. But yes, he was a little scampier guy, so I liked his personality, and plus he was played by Christian Slater. But which spoon? This is very important. Do you mean the teaspoon, or the dessert spoon, or perhaps the caviar spoon? No, none of those are appropriate.
What about this spoon here? The one with the jagged edges on it.
Oh, you mean the murder spoon? Of course not. That's for hard-boiled eggs. I mean, it sounds more like it's for grapefruit, Miranda, if it's got like that jagged little edge on it. Damien nods thoughtfully, but pockets the spoon when Miranda's not looking. Looks like this school's about to get a lot messier. All right, thanks for stopping by, Zumke. It's been nice. I interacted with a viewer. Haha. All right. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Wow. All right. Our charm and our money is not great. I don't think we've triggered anything. Let's... Oh, nope. Shops at the auditorium. Don't get trapped. All right, we're gonna go... I almost said let's do the auditorium. No. Let's see. Let's bump up our charm. We'll go to gym. So sweaty, but it's like little pink bubbles. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense, and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team's leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team, and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take 2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. You're minding your own business when Damien comes rushing through, punching everyone who's minding their own business. Oh, yes. Is this it? No.
Fuck, I'm so angry. I'm so angry I want to pull my own skull out and eat it. I'm so angry I want to set the school on fire and then punch the fire in its fucking face. I'm so angry I want to spend years accumulating political capital so I can become president and then use my nuclear codes to blow up the sun. And you're standing in my way. Move before I punch you so hard you'll remember with melancholy the times when you could move without all of your bones hurting.
Oh no, violence incoming. Think fast. Joke's on you, pal. I'm a pragmatist. I avoid all kind of idealization of the past because it has no use, and therefore I refuse feeling any kind of melancholy. No time to think of anything clever. Start dancing for no reason. All right, we did this one before, so we're going to do this one this time. We're going to start dancing. Yeah, it's so fun. You have no idea what to do, so you just start doing a silly dance. You said move. It is really, really silly indeed. Before you realize, all your classmates have joined you in your silly little dance.
What the fuck? Move, or I will kill you dead, noob! But Damien, you can't deny that they are actually moving.
Yeah, and quite the moves they have. Oomph. Clearly, even Damien can't fight against logic. I bet he could. I bet he could punch logic. Maybe you should move, Damien. Don't be a loser.
Yeah, as you've just said, here you move or you die.
All your classmates start chanting, move or die, move or die.
Arrgh!
Damien, frustrated by the crazy, mindless, but joyful mob you've created, finally leaves. Still, from afar, you could see an internal fire burning in the back of his eyes. But for now, you gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. Ding-ding. Let's see, what do we want to do now? We're plenty bold. We don't need to get more boldness on our own anymore. Let's go to the auditorium and become cooler. Not cooler. It's creativer. Yeah, that's the word. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain 2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of your life as your end of the deal, but who cares? They aren't happening in game anyway. Do. Despite everything else happening around you, you're just solving some Sudokus. But your mind is constantly going back to Damien. Stupid, sexy Damien and his idiotic short temper. You think he could even be your sweetheart, but he seems more focused on being angry 24/7. For God's sake, he's the kind of guy that could get angry at a banana. As a matter of fact, your daydreaming is interrupted by the feral screams of Damien, who seems to be insulting an actual banana.
You stupid yellow fruit! What's your deal? Do you think you're richer in potassium than me? No one is richer in potassium than Damien fucking LaVey! Ah!
Is he even for real? Stupid sexy Damien. Stupid mad, angry Damien. No, you need to put a stop to this nonsense before it escalates into arson somehow. Defend the banana's honor. Eat the banana. I don't remember which one I did before. I think I ate the banana before. I'm going to try to defend the banana's honor. I've got charm. I've got some creativity. We'll see what this does. It's probably smarts. Nope, it's charming, and I wasn't charming enough. So I failed this quest. Okay, you dramatically intervene between Damien and the banana, ready to fight for the banana's honor.
What are you doing, fuckhead?
Indeed, what exactly are you doing? Why are you defending the banana's honor? Did the banana ask you for help, maybe? You wanted to be its valiant savior, huh? Because all bananas are just poor, defenseless fruits in distress for you, right? But in the end, it's more about reassuring your ego and fulfilling your own fantasies. Pathetic. I got called a white knight by the cool kids. Yeah, what about not trying to save those who haven't asked for any kind of saving? What about letting them save themselves? And let's not start with the fact that it's just a banana. Who the fuck defends a banana's honor?
Not paying any kind of attention. But we all agree they are lame, right?
Yes. Agree.
No, they made a point, but you're not that kind of jerk. Or are you? You need to do some introspection. Still, you lose 2 boldness and 1 charm. Gosh, we might have blown it, kids. We'll see. We'll see. Let's eat lunch with Damien again and get some more lunchtime stuff.
What are you doing? You mess with me, and then you try to sit at my table? Go away and get ready to die, fuckhead.
You just eat in the corner in silence. Will you die soon? Who knows? Meanwhile, nothing else happens. Aw, dang. Okay. So because I started this plot line, I'm stuck in it. We're going to do things a little bit different with the end of this one so we can see. And if you think this is unfair, next time, don't try to sit at the table of a person who has expressed his desire to murder you. He hadn't actually said that yet, though. We hadn't gotten to the third one. Totally not a smart move. We'll see. If nothing else, it's words we haven't said yet. All right, how are we doing? We're not doing great, but let's go to the bathroom. If all else fails, go to the bathroom. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold, you would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway, for saying that to yourself out loud. I'm so bold I can talk about doing terrible things. You're daydreaming about how Damien would look walking down the aisle towards you. That's a little creepy. When you see Damien walking down the aisle, hallway, towards you.
Yo, so listen, don't be uncool about this or make it a big thing, but I think you're pretty rad. Like, maybe even as rad as I am. So I thought it might be sweet if we could, you know, do some crime together. Would you be into that? I mean, could you even fucking handle that?
Yes, of course you could, and would, and should.
What kind of crime are you into these days?
Quick, suggest the most badass and romantic crime for an excellent date with Damien. Tax fraud and light treason? Nah. Dinner and a movie, only the dinner is arson and the movie is also arson. I mean, this is all we can do. I mean, our boldness is the best stat we got. Oh, thank goodness. At least 15 is bold enough to burn down things.
Arson and arson? Sounds like my kind of night.
Damien picks you up and presents you with a bouquet of matches and lighters, which you blush and happily accept. The 2 of you head off to the fanciest restaurant you know, Le Chateau de Supériorité. It wouldn't be at a D apostrophe. Y'all. It wouldn't. That's for... You smile demurely as Damien pulls out your chair for you and then sets it on fire. You confidently order off the menu for both of you before setting both menus on fire. After a delicious meal, the 2 of you flirtily squabble over whose absolute pleasure it would be to pick up the check as the flames rage high all around you.
Ready to head out for more arson?
Heck yeah, you are. The 2 of you head to a movie, immediately setting your ticket stubs on fire. You take your seats and set the row in front of you on fire. You talk through the previews as the flames leap higher and higher, bathing you in a romantic glow. It's the hottest date of all time, in so many ways.
Hey, I had a really nice time tonight. The only thing better than the arson was the more arson.
Is he actually blushing? Or is that just the heat from all of the so much arson? OMFG! This date was literal fire. But no, like actual literal fire. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Okay, so now we're gonna see if me screwing up the fight, prom night fight, screwed up our whole chances at prom with Damien. Because sometimes he'll be like, no, we're gonna fight at prom because I said I would fight you at prom, but we didn't get quite that far. So let's see. Hey, Damien, do you want to go to prom with me, or are we gonna fight? Huzzah! Well, maybe. We'll see. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Prom? Burning stuff and committing murder might be badass, but nothing is as badass as following your heart and believing unapologetically in love. Let's do this! Let's live our lives with zero regrets. Prom, here we go.
Yay! We succeeded. Prom night was awesome. You and Damien reflected on all the fucked up misadventures you had over the past few weeks. You've definitely been your worst self. After some good laughs, you conclude, well, I'm definitely going to hell. He stayed silent for a bit after that, and then he added,
You know what? I see no problem with that.
best night ever. Huzzah! We got a couple failures that we still needed to collect. We did succeed in going to prom. I'm a little bit disappointed because I did want to see you guys. I did want to show you guys his, like, no way in hell. You thought we were going to dance at prom, but no, I'm going to kick your butt. But that'll have to be... That one looks like it has to be after the third set. The third event, I guess. All right. Here we go. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien became an interior designer specializing in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. I wonder if it's that same banana. Like, after chiding me for trying to white knight the banana, Liam and the banana, like, got close and started a band. But then, you know, for the sake of art, the banana was like, yeah, you should set me on fire. That would be way cool. I don't know. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK! He became an athlete, duh. He's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. For those 3 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Ready to start the music that I gotta end. One new image! Yes. Slow going for new stuff these days, but it's worth it. To me, at least. Where are you? Oh, with you, everything is more beautiful. That's so adorable. He's doing her makeup. Y'all remember when we went through the plot where he wanted to be a hairdresser and a makeup artist? He's really, I bet this is all his that he brought from home. He's so good. What a good boyfriend. It's so cute, and your shoulders look so sexy right now. Okay. Well, that is another success in the books. Blue has managed to date 2 live people and a corpse so far. So we're, things are being exciting. All right, well, at this point, we're done for today. So everybody out there, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we'll see you again soon for another adventure. Bye for now.